Right? Let's jump straight into today's explainer. We're looking at a pretty intense, real-world case study on the absolute dangers of blind trust. The source material we're going through is called The Architect of Your Own Betrayal. And wow, it gives us a fascinating and honestly pretty sobering look into human nature, family dynamics, and what it really takes for a business to survive.
We're kicking things off with this incredibly ominous premise, straight from the text. The most painful weapon used against you will always be wielded by the person you gave total access to your sanctuary. Just think about that for a second. It really hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It establishes exactly how vulnerable we make ourselves to the people inside our absolute inner circle. It's a stark reminder that the biggest threats out there, they rarely come from strangers. They come from the folks who already hold the keys to the castle.
Part 1. A family business destroyed. Let's look at the real-life reality here.
Okay, so picture this. For 15 whole years, a father treats his younger cousin literally like his own blood son. We're talking providing him with a house, a car, company shares, the whole shebang, purely out of unconditional family devotion. But then, in literally a single day, a completely routine business audit shattered a decade and a half of perceived loyalty. Just poof, gone, replaced by the harsh reality of a systematic betrayal.
And guys, this deception went so deep. The audit uncovered this heavily calculated plot. The cousin had been systematically forging signatures, secretly diverting their international clients, and just completely bleeding the main company dry. And you know what the ultimate goal of all this theft was? He was actually using those stolen resources to set up a rival firm right across town. Literally across town. It's basically a textbook example of your sanctuary being dismantled entirely from the inside out.
Moving on to part 2, the cold reality, because the response here is absolutely chilling. So naturally, the father confronts his cousin about the utter destruction of their family business. And the cousin's response? Honestly, it's bone-chilling. He just says, "It's just business. You should have been more careful." No way, right? That clinical, totally emotionless justification perfectly captures the harsh reality of misplaced trust. There was zero apology, zero remorse, just this cold, hard acknowledgement that, hey, a vulnerability was found and it was exploited, period.
Part 3. Protecting your perimeter. Let's look at the counsel the source offers on this.
Here's the bottom line. Blind trust is a high-risk gamble. Giving someone your unquestioning loyalty without any sort of verification, that is a massive vulnerability that can, and actually will, bleed you dry. The text makes it super clear that trust should never, ever be a blank check. Even, actually, you know what? Scratch that. Especially when you're dealing with family.
The source also explicitly warns us to never, ever mistake mere proximity for loyalty. Just because someone happens to be close to you or, shares your bloodline doesn't automatically mean they share your values or actually have your best interests at heart. As the text so beautifully and brutally puts it, kind of reminding us of a harsh law of nature here, a wolf doesn't magically change its nature just because you let it sleep inside the sheepfold.
And that brings us to the absolute core concept demanded by the text: discernment. Now, this isn't about being paranoid. It's about active, vigilant evaluation of exactly who has total access to your life and your business. Discernment means keeping your eyes completely open. It means actively protecting your perimeter instead of just sitting back and hoping for the best from the people around you.
So as we wrap up this explainer, as you take a moment to evaluate your own perimeters and look really closely at the people you've let into your sanctuary, we're going to leave you with this final, incredibly provocative question straight from the text. Are your eyes completely open tonight? Take a really hard look at where you might be substituting proximity for loyalty and make absolutely sure you aren't laying the groundwork to become the architect of your own betrayal.